Hi, it's John, and welcome to the channel 4:50 a.m. It is Wednesday, August 20th, with the big blue mug of coffee. Hope you're having a great day today. Just a couple of days away from the weekend, and really hard to believe we're less than 2 weeks away from the end of August. Where the hell did the summer go? Now, before I get into today's video, a small request of you if you've not subscribed to the channel. I am this close to 35,000 subscribers. This close. And if you click on subscribe right now, you might be the person that puts me over the top. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. It's been an interesting summer. I think it's bad news when we're talking about politics all the time. It's supposed to be quiet. It's the dog days of summer. Politicians call it the rubber chicken circuit. They go to a lot of backyard barbecues where they eat a lot of rubber chicken. It's bad news when we're constantly talking about politics through the summertime. But one of the things that has been resolved happened on Monday. That would be the by-election in Battle River Crowfoot. And of course, you know, Pierre Poilievre won in a big way. And I'm happy about that. I did a video on it yesterday. I think that Poilievre is probably second only to maybe Danielle Smith as being a smart politician and somebody who wants to stick up for the country. Of course, Danielle Smith wants to stick up for her province, Alberta. So that's why I put her right at the top. But I'm glad Poilievre won the other day. The left right now, going into overdrive, trying to make excuses for the fact that their girl, Bonnie Critley, lost, did well, I would say, with about 10% of the vote as an independent the other day. Well, what did you expect when she got millions and millions of dollars in free advertising from the mainstream media who hate Pierre Poilievre? She should have done a lot better. And this guy actually posted this on X yesterday saying that Bonnie Critley was the biggest winner in the by-election the other day, and I posted a one-word response: coping. But let me ask you this question. Now that this distraction is over, and I'm talking about that by-election, what has really changed? Other than the fact Poilievre has a seat again. And he's an MP representing Alberta now and not a riding in Ontario. So let's go through a few things and let's find out what has changed. Okay, has anything really changed? Well, the gun grab from lawful gun owners continues. Equalization hasn't changed. The Online Harms Act is coming. CBC funding will be entrenched in law. EV mandates are still government policy. Net zero is Mark Carney's religion. The No Pipelines bill is still in effect. The No Tanker bill is still in effect. Emissions caps are still in effect. Massive deficits are growing larger. The East will still rule over the West. Carney gives vetoes to every group under the sun to stop prosperity. Leftist premiers get in the way. Leftist premiers call themselves conservative. Doug Ford. The private media is still funded by liberals. Immigration is still too high, nowhere near Poilievre's negative immigration, and the liberals are hiding the real numbers. Poilievre still supports supply management. Poilievre doesn't support what's best for Alberta, which would be independence. Poilievre will still have to kiss Quebec and Eastern Province butts if he ever wants to become prime minister. The cost of living is not going down. The housing crisis will continue to get worse. Tariffs are still in effect, and they're worse than before Mark Carney. The elbows up people are still walking around with elbows up. The elbows up people believe everything they're told by Carney, including that Canada is strong. It's not. The elbows up people continue to believe in a broken country. The Liberals are still in power after more than 10 years. Canada is more and more a leftist country. Alberta is tired of being Canada's piggy bank. Canada is increasingly irrelevant on the world stage. Canada is still mediocre. And if an election were held today, Mark Carney and the Liberals would likely win a majority, even after all the things I listed, and my list isn't even complete. I'm sure if I thought about it, I could come up with 100 more. And none of this is going to change now that Pierre Poilievre has won Battle River Crowfoot. None of it. Again, I'm happy that Poilievre won, but his win doesn't amount to a hill of beans in this crazy world. The only answer now is for Albertans, and I'm speaking as an Albertan here, the only answer is for Alberta to leave. So we need to start focusing on independence and not get distracted by anti-independence propaganda, like Thomas Lukaszik's fake Stay in Canada referendum, and don't be distracted by news articles that seem to push the narrative that the independence movement is weak, like these two stories that are running this morning in the National Post that say virtually nothing about the independence movement, but it is featured prominently in the headlines. What I'm asking you to do now that Pierre Poilievre has won in Battle River Crowfoot and nothing has changed is start focusing on independence. Keep your eyes on the prize, folks. Take some time out to go to an Alberta Prosperity Project gathering. Here's a little list of some of the events that are coming up right now. Be sure to go to the website, which I'll put in the description, and RSVP. They are fantastic. There's more every day, and they're happening all the time. Our movement is growing. Keep your eyes on the prize. Nothing has changed now that Pierre Poilievre is an Alberta MP. Thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate it. If you like the video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications. I'll see you in the next one.